being able to see more clearly, right? Not having that brain fog. I realized so many different things about myself. I realized so many different things about what was going on in my life, the people that were in my life, and a lot of different shifts that I was being blinded to by alcohol, by using alcohol as a crutch, and also by using alcohol to be an escape for my reality. And in my head, I wasn't really thinking my reality was that bad. But when I started to really see what exactly was going on around me, and being sober, it really makes you deal with your stuff. And that's that's what a lot of people don't want to deal with, right? You don't want to deal with the feelings. You don't want to deal with reality, especially if it sucks, right? If there's things going on around you or people around you that you maybe don't want to deal with, different situations or circumstances, like a lot of us turn to alcohol or something else, right? So during this time, it made me see more clearly. Not only that, but it also helped me see my worth as well. Like when I was drinking, obviously I'm a big binge drinker when I do drink. This is why I'm choosing not to drink. But during this time, I really started to see that my self-worth was not very high. Okay? Because you guys, if we are out there getting plastered, right, and we're making bad decisions, we're being that drunk girl, or we're being that girl that's calling people at 4 a.m. or whatever it is for you, or maybe you're totally fine. Like I'm just saying, this is for the people that have, been through something like this. But it really made me see that I was not giving the worth to myself that I deserved, that I truly did not feel down to my core that I was really, truly worth what I should feel. Okay, so during this time, it helped me see that I was worth so much more, and in a lot of different areas, in the relationship that I was in, just within myself, and that I basically didn't have to conform to what everybody else was doing. And the last thing that I want to tell you guys that I pretty much discovered too was that I was sabotaging my own growth, right? Because I was doing what other people were doing, or I was using this as an escape, or whatever it was for, and I realized that it was sabotaging my growth. And when I started to see that more clear, as days went by, as months went by, and as I started to learn more about myself, and I still am in that position too, where I'm still learning, but I realized that alcohol was hindering my growth. And I know the potential that I have. I know the difference that I want to make in myself and within others as well. And alcohol was stopping that growth, right? I was still making a difference. I was, still living a good life. Like nothing crazy happened. One crazy thing happened, but nothing like truly rock bottom where I lost everything or nothing like that is what I was trying to say. But every time that I would wake up the next day and would be either hungover or would just know that I drank just too much, I would naturally just feel ugly, and I would just have like this really ugly feeling knowing that I was not living up to my true potential, right? And having that feeling, knowing that you're doing it to yourself, is the crappiest feeling ever. So during this time, I realized that I was only sabotaging myself, and I was only sabotaging my growth, sabotaging my income that I wanted to make or want to make, and sabotaging the life that I truly want to live. Okay, so just to kind of reiterate, you guys, like during this time, it helped me see more clearly, it helped me see my worth, and it helped me realize that I was only sabotaging my growth. Okay, and as you guys come on here, say hello, and if you resonate with any of this, give me some hearts, give me some smiley faces, any feedback. I want to know if you're loving this, or if you have any questions, please feel free to put it down in the comments, okay? So into the challenge that I want to give you guys, and this does not mean that you have to do this challenge because you have a problem with alcohol. Like again, like I don't think I'm an alcoholic. I think I have a problem with alcohol when I drink it, and I guess you could say it's alcoholic tendencies, whatever you want to call it. So I guess the reason why I'm saying that is because just to take this challenge doesn't mean that you have to have some crazy problem. It just might mean that you need a break from alcohol or whatever substance that you're using or whatever escape that you're using. Or it just might mean that you kind of just want to experiment with this, right? See where it leads you. See what kind of clarity you can get, okay? And so yeah, so my challenge to you guys, this is to women or men, whatever. I want to challenge you to go sober for 30 days, just 30 days, okay? And experience going out with your girlfriends. Experience life in a sober way. It's going to be different. It's probably going to be challenging, probably more challenging than you may think. And for some of you, it might not be. Some of you might just be like, okay, you know what? I can do this, whatever. Okay. But what this is going to do for you guys is it's going to show you the role that alcohol plays in your life. And it's going to show you the times that are going to trigger you to drink, or the times that you just want to drink or whatever, and it's going to bring a lot of things to light for you, okay? And maybe to some of you this is not important, but those of you that actually want to grow as a person, those of you that want to not conform to what everybody else is doing, and those of you that just want to learn more about yourself, those are the people that are probably going to try this. And even if it's just for 30 days, you guys, like, I encourage you just to experiment with it. Again, doesn't mean you have to have a problem with alcohol. Doesn't mean that you have to be an alcoholic. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying experiment with this. I challenge you to go sober for 30 days, experience life sober for 30 days, and see how you feel. See what comes out of it, okay? And I know I'm still fresh on my journey, and I've been back and forth and just kind of trying to figure out life like everybody else. But I see myself in so many of you women that are on here and on Instagram, and just like, people that I speak to here and there, and I see myself in so many of you, and it's just insane. It literally blows my mind. And I'm not here to judge anybody. Obviously, I'm not perfect, right? I'm definitely not perfect. Like, I've had my journey. I'm still on my journey. I've been that drunk girl. I've been that drunk girl that doesn't remember, things the next day, and where I'm sitting there wondering what the hell I did the night before, or sitting there, texting my girlfriend saying, oh my gosh, did I do something crazy last night? Like, what happened? Like, and trying to piece together the night, and knowing that I had a good time, but yet I couldn't even remember it, right? So I've been that girl, you guys, and it hasn't been that long ago. Like, I drank on Labor Day, drank more than I should have or whatever. Nothing crazy happened, but still, it's just the way I felt. I don't like the way it makes me feel, and so I know in my heart it's not something I'm supposed to be doing, right? And in reality, let's be honest, I can't just have one, and to be quite frank, like, there's very few people that can, okay? So I know I'm fresh on my journey, and I'm not here to judge or anything like that, you guys, but I'm here to just bring some light to the subject, and just encourage you just to try it. Just see what comes out of it, okay? And like I said, I see myself in so many of you ladies on here and on Instagram and things like that. And you guys, if you... And the reason why I titled this drink, or what did I title it? Classy Drunk, is because, you guys, we cannot be classy and be a drunk mess at the same time, right? And so us as women, if you do choose to drink, I encourage you, because I've been that messy drunk probably more times than I can even count. If you're going to drink, be classy about it. Just have a couple of drinks. Don't be that girl on Instagram or on Facebook or on Snapchat where you're waking up the next day and you're like, holy crap, like, I don't even remember doing this or recording this, and you're slurring your words, and you're like, I get it, like, I've done that, you guys, and I'm not here to judge, but what I'm here to say is you are better than that, and know your self-worth. Don't be that girl that is out there being a sloppy drunk and out there, just putting yourself out there that way. Like, it's just, that's not how it's supposed to be, and you don't want to be that person, because I can guarantee the next day when you see that, maybe you laugh it off, and maybe it's okay for a little while, but at the end of the day, when you do it so much, things are going to start to happen. People are going to start to judge you. You're probably going to have bad experiences, right? And you're going to feel crappy about yourself, and maybe you might laugh it off right now, and maybe you might feel okay right now, but later on it might not feel so good, right? And maybe you're just laughing it off right now, and you're feeling like crap, and you're hiding that. Okay, so be honest with yourself, be true to yourself, and if you're gonna drink, ladies, like, just drink classy, drink a few, and if you can't do that, then let's reflect on that, and if you can't do that, like I can't do that, then maybe just take this experiment with me, right? Don't drink for 30 days, see how you feel after that, because I promise you, it will make a freaking big difference. You will see things in such a different light, and it's probably gonna blow your freaking mind. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because just those 3 months that I was sober consecutively, like, my life changed drastically. For all the good. It's still challenging, but it literally opened my eyes to so many different things. And I want you guys to be able to have that experience too, because it's only going to better your life. It's only going to better yourself, and it's only going to help you have growth as a person. and in your life, in every aspect, right? Nobody ever is going to regret a sober night, right? So drink classy, you guys. And also know that if you are somebody like me, if maybe you can't have a drink, or maybe you do have an alcohol problem or a drug problem, whatever that is, you guys, if you have to be sober, then be sober and take that as strength. Being sober and living in sobriety, you guys, it is challenging, and it takes strength, and it takes courage, and it takes you making a big freaking lifestyle change. It is not for the weak. I can tell you that right now, because I've been on my journey for a little while now, and it is not for the weak. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to say to you guys is, especially for you single ladies, like I'm single too now, like for you single ladies, if you want to truly attract a man that is going to be in the standards that hopefully you have very high for yourself, and the kind of man that you want to be with, he's not going to want a drunk, messy girl, right? He's not going to want the sloppy girl that's on the sidewalk throwing up, or whatever that is, or the girl that's on Instagram that can barely even speak but is documenting every single move and every single shot that she's taking. You're not going to attract the right man that way. It's just not going to happen. Believe me, I've been there. Okay? And when I'm in those situations, and when I was single even a while back, that's the kind of people that I attracted, like friend-wise and also relationship-wise. I attracted somebody that was similar to me. I attracted somebody that had almost the same qualities of me, but just in a different way, right? And that's what ended the last relationship that I was in, right? Because I grew as a person. I started to realize the things that I had to adjust in myself, and that person also knew the things that he needed to adjust in himself. But at this point in time, he is not in a place where he wants to change that, and that's okay, because we all have our own journey, right? But I'm in a place where I want to change that, right? So just know, if you are single and you're like looking for love, and you're wanting a relationship and all that good stuff, you guys, it's probably not going to be found in a bar. And if it is, great, but I can guarantee you're not going to find the right kind of man being a sloppy drunk, okay? I've never attracted anything positive being a sloppy drunk, okay? Again, and you can't be classy and drunk at the same time. You just can't, you guys. You just can't. So, and again, I'm not on here to judge or whatever. You guys, I've been that girl. Not too long ago. Like, I get it. I get that it's fun. I get that you want to go out with your girls. And I get that it's maybe even weird right now to even just go out and not have a drink, right? And people are looked down at for not drinking, or for being sober, or this and that. And you guys, like, being sober or not getting drunk, like, there's power in that. That means you have control. Once you get drunk, once you pass that limit, you don't have